So finally, after a losing streak, we are start picking up the pace and had some good winning trades last week. Now, as always, this weekend's video is going to be really beneficial for you, as I'm going to give you tons of knowledge. I'm going to show you examples of my trades, the personal entries, how I enter the trades, how some trades played out with my emotions, and also, most importantly, one crypto trade I took that was mentioned to my members and how and when I entered that trade, and I quickly taken my profit. And after that, we're going to do analysis of nat gas, gold, silver, crude oil. But before that, the first part is going to be about the trades I took personally, the winning losing trades, the zones that played out and that did not play out, and some very important educational stuff that will give you some motivation that anyone can become trader if you follow the rules. Now, I know most of you are about to give up on trading, consistently losing money in trades. You learn some course, then you start trading in a live market, and then you are like, why it's not working? So that is why every week and every weekend I show you all the losing trades, the losses and the profits, and eventually you can see we always come out in profits. I'm also going to talk about one trade that I personally took. For that trade, I was prepared that it might go against me because we had an FOMC ahead and that was a dollar trade, and I also took a trade against that. So I hedged my position, but the way I did that, I'm going to show you how you can also do that if you know all the rules. If that trade can go against you due to a major news event, you are still protected. So all this I'm going to talk about in the first part of the video. Now right here, a very interesting trade I took, and that was also sent to my members. Now copper zone was sent on 18th last week, and we were looking at this level for the possible push down. Now after the price pushed up to this level, right here it forms a bearish engulfer at the area of value from where we were already prepared to take the sell trade. Now exactly after hitting my targets, now that is more than 1 ATR. If you look here, the ATR is 28 and the target would have been something till here, but I've used the bigger target. As if you're a member, you know I use 2 targets for the commodities, and my bigger target has been hit. Now after that, I knew that after hitting my targets, we have 50 EMA and price forms a bullish engulfing pattern. Now if you're my student, you know the valid bullish engulfing pattern. Now if this is something also talk about in every YouTube video, which is not an alien for you. You can't say you don't know this entry. After that, above 50 EMA, what do we have? Price forms a bullish engulfer. I cut my profit, enter the trade here, and I've taken this profit as well. So profit from my sell trades is in my pocket. After that, the buy trade is also in my pocket. Now if you know the rules, only then you can able to get these type of entries and grab the money out of the markets. Now if you don't know what entry pattern is that, what the 6 rules I teach, what that rules are, you wouldn't be able to enter this trade. Now that could be an invalid entry because I look at very small details when I'm looking at my 6 rules of entry, and that follows all that, and that is how I managed to take sell trades and the buy trade. So that is how you need to be looking at, do analysis. If you are looking at your own rules, or if you are a member, you receive the zones, you know that this is a potential area from where we can get a possible push down. You might be looking at bearish engulfer, you might be looking at double top, you might be looking at evening star pattern or whatever, hammer candles. If you have your own strategy, you only enter the trades once your rules are met according to your strategy. So here my strategy rules are met, we are out of this trade. Now I want to show you the losing trade and how I managed to enter or hedged this position, just because we had an FOMC meeting scheduled, and you know that this type of news can push the price up or down dramatically. But at that time I knew that there's going to be news and you don't have to do it. That was my personal intuition. Now at this point, that was sent as a trade alert to my members right here. The price was at the major level of resistance. That was a good and big level from where we can expect a possible push down. Ignore all these backtesting, and here we had a nice 382 candle on a daily time frame. Right here we had an overbought situation in the RSI, and we had a nice bearish engulfer on 4-hour time frame. So all my rules are met. When my rules are met, I do not hesitate to take my entries or take my trades. Now after that, we had an FOMC, and when there's a news event, it dramatically pushed up. Now I don't blame the news that it hit my stop loss, because the same news could have hit my take profit. But after that, I've also sent this trade as an alert, which was AUD USD. Now I was buying dollar and I was selling GBP. And on the other hand, right here, I was selling dollar. So I was buying dollar there and I was selling dollar right here. And with that, we have a pullback entry bullish. So I knew that if the news was gone in my favor and dollar get weakens, then at least from one side, I can able to grab some profits. Because it was a major news event and I know all the rules, and that is how I do my analysis. I was out on both trades with some profits, not in a loss, because of my risk management. Now, did I enter this trade just randomly just to hedge my position? Absolutely not. It is because over there I was looking at my counter trend trade, and here I was looking at the trending trade, which is my pullback entry in an uptrend. Right here at my area we had a bullish engulfer. So we had a position, we have a confirmation of buy here. That is why I took an entry here as well, and that is how I manage my position. I do my risk management, and if there was no entry here, I wouldn't have been taking this trade. Because I had an entry here, that is why I entered this trade, and that also saved me from a big loss. But it was all possible because I know all the rules of my entry patterns. That is how we need to be doing the risk management and calculation of the market. If you're a full-time trader, it is all you think about, how you manage your trades, how you do your risk management. Then we had this trade alert that was sent to the members, which is NZD USD. Now I've managed this trade till this recent high. That's why I managed it till here. That could have hit profits till here easily, but I've exited my trade. Now I've already made a video where I've shown my live running trade in my live account. Feel free to check that out, where I've shown the trade, how I manage my trade. You can see the link in the description as well. Now initially there was only 1-to-1, but I managed it to 1.8 to 1 reward to risk ratio, nicely hitting the targets massively. Now here the news candle fueled my profits. That's why I don't blame the news. I don't go out there and say, oh my god, that hit my stop loss, because the news happened, because it was a manipulations. Yeah, there might be manipulations, but I'm not gonna blame them because I have my rules. Once my rules are checked, I have entries there, only then I take my trades. I have a rules for risk management, I do that as well. Now there was a moment of panic if you are someone who are not managing the trades. That's why I say for the beginners, go 1-to-1. Now if you're a beginner, your target would have been hit easily straight right here. A quick target has been hit. Now for me, I managed it till here. Now if you're a beginner, you would have got panic here when the price would have pushed down, come back down even lower from your entry point. You are back in the loss. You will get scared, you will get panic. But as I have a strong trading psychology, I know what to expect from the market. I've just kept the same stop loss and I've used a fixed target, which is right here to the recent level right here. And this is something I teach in my course as well. I did not get panicked. Price pushed up, came back down, pushed back up, in the profit, in the loss again, and then eventually shoots back up. That is how the trading can play with your emotion. But see, if you have a strong trading psychology and you're not getting scared of, then you see the results are insane. Again, I've shown the live running trades with a very good reward to risk ratio in the recent video, and watch that. I promise you it will give you a lot of boost in your trading. Now I want to show you a few trades that we discussed in the live session. Exactly the rules I teach you in my YouTube videos. Very important you watch that as well, so that you know the reason of my entries, and you can also use those entries, backtest it and implement in your trading strategy. It is free. That is why I show you this entry, so that you might pick up something from me and start backtesting it. If that is profitable, use that. So here, this trade that was mentioned in the live session, not just in the live session. If you remember, this for the zone, we were already prepared to enter, sell, trade, not the random trades. That is why marking these zones and knowing how to mark these zones is very important with the exact rules. This is something I also teach to my students, with the exact rules of marking the zone, major, minor, and all sort of conditions. So let me show you the clip from the live session so that you know how and why I entered this trade. This was a zone sent to you as well, and that is a aggressive entry right here. And looks like that price is going to push down from here. If you are entered here, in that case, I go 180 or below above that, 70 pips stop loss and 70 pips take profit. First, we were prepared for this zone right here. I sent this report to my members that it is the level above is a major level of resistance. If the price pulls back to this level above in red, it is a level from where I will looking to enter my trades on smaller time frames. So first, we were prepared. We were not taking trades blindly. And we are not donating this money to the market. Yes, we have a stop loss there. If you enter the trades with condition, if stop loss is hit, that is not your fault. That is just a losing trade because you have not gambled that. So we had a bearish engulfing pattern. We had the price inside the area of value that has been tested multiple times in the past. And at this point, we are prepared to take this trade. Also learn in the live session, I talk about cryptos, forex, indices, every single market out there. And if you listen and if you're serious about your trading, if you're looking at and listening to my analysis carefully, not just looking for signals, then trust me, it is possible to make money. If you know the rules, full rules, then you have everything to become a profitable trader. Most of the members who still got an access to my live session, see if you attend those sessions, how beneficial it can be for you, just for you to have an edge in the market. So I highly recommend you guys, if you're not watching that, watch the recorded session, attend the live session, ask me questions. That is how you can learn, and you can ask me how and when and why I'm entering this trade. I did not enter this bullish engulfer looking at this uptrend, but enter the bearish trades because it was at my area of value. Now I want to show you one crypto trade which I took and cut my profits quickly. I want to show you that as well. So first I'm going to show you when I've informed my members that we are going to buy this crypto, that I'm going to buy this crypto, that I'm going to show you the screenshot of when I bought and when I sold it quickly as well. So first I'm going to show you my favorite coin, which I normally talk about in my videos, which is this mover coin. So let me show you the clip from a live session. So we are back in this level. I'm going to go and buy this coin as well. Good potential in this coin if you're looking at that mover. So I'm going to purchase some of these today. So I'll buy this one and I will take my profits quickly as well. So always take your profits. Nice one. So as we were prepared for this level that was mentioned in my couple of previous live sessions, that I'm still waiting for the price to come to my level. Once we are in this level, I'm going to buy this. And right here, let me show you the screenshot. When I bought it, first I want to show you the detail of when I bought this for these movers with just 500 USDT. So I bought this, converted this, and I've got this much movers. So when the price pushed up, what is stopping me to grab my profits? Right? It is not something I want to invest in long term. This coin, I want to take my profit, and let me show you the screenshot of that as well. 1 second. Now right here, I sold it when it was at this price. So you see, I've made this money. Now, one more benefit out of live session, that you can avoid some mistakes. Now, a trader in the live session asked me if that is a good buy here in EURUSD, and I quickly said it will be a risky trade and I wouldn't go for a buy trade. And as you can see, the price pushed down. And with that, AUD/NZD, nice head and shoulder pattern. Nice head and shoulder pattern. Now, if you're my student, you know the full rules of that. And this is something I mentioned in the live session. If you are watching that carefully, if you are taking the clues from me, then you can able to take efficient trades and good trades out of the market. Make the most out of the sessions. If you're watching me YouTube, my free videos, if you're confused about anything, do let me know in the comment section. I always reply your comments if you have any trading related questions. So let me show you the clip from these trades which I've just mentioned. Your New Zealand is very choppy. We are not buying this one, but I would be more interested to sell. AUD/NZD, kind of head and shoulder pattern. Yeah, so expect a good fall out of this one. That looks good. That looks like a price will likely fall from here. Awesome. So you see how nicely you saved yourself from this trade and nicely taken the profits of 1.4 to 1. That's for me, and that also hit the targets at a nice area of value. Now, before I wrap this session, I want to show you how I take in the other trades. Now, pullback entry is something I talk about in every single video. You should know, and if you follow me from a couple of years, you must have a very good idea of what pullback entry is. Now, this was something that was sent to my members, which is right here. Now, it is a valid pullback entry, and if you're learning from my group or if you're learning from my videos, you should be looking at the exact same entries. If you're a member, you also get the instruction of why I'm taking this trade. If you follow that, look for the same entry, same patterns in the other markets, in the other instrument, forex, commodities, indices, anything, if you see this pattern, backtest, and I will enter this trade again and again because it is something that follows all my 6 rules. So that is why I never encourage single groups, and that is why I always say do not use my group as a single group. You use it as to learn from the tradelets and look for another entries. Now exact similar entries I want to show you, which is right here in EURUSD. Right here, EURUSD above 50 and 20 EMA, bullish engulfer. What is stopping me to take this trade? Yes, I have not managed this trade. The reason is because the price was already trading so high, overbought in the RSI. I was not really comfortable to manage this trade, but when my rules were met, nothing was stopping me to take this trade. Doesn't matter if the price was overbought or oversold, but I still managed to enter this trade, and nicely it hit my take profits. Now it was also overbought on a daily time frame, but the other trade I've just shown you, NZD USD, was also trading so high, which is right here, but still not really overbought. But if you go back on daily time frame, it was not in an overbought situation overall. That is how I look and analyze the market. If you're learning from it, good for you, and very good if you're learning and implement in your strategy. If you're getting benefit from my free YouTube videos, especially with the weekends video, then I promise you it will give you some knowledge that will help you to avoid some trading mistakes. So that is how I was taking my entries and other entries as well, which I personally use for my own trading. If you follow me on YouTube, then you see this thing every single day. Try to use that, backtest it. If you follow someone else, then stick with the same strategy. Backtest it multiple times and stick with that. We had a losing streak last month and I did not get scared. I still was taking the same exact entry without a fear, which was not playing out from last couple of weeks, but I was not changing my strategy. So stick with one strategy and make sure you follow the rules for taking an entries, and that is how you can become profitable and successful trader in the long run. So let's wrap this first part of the video and start of analysis with nat gas, gold, silver, and crude oil. So looking at nat gas, is broken below and nicely pushing lower. Now if you're wondering, I've said that if the price gives us a pullback followed by bearish engulfer, I'm going to go short. Even though that pushed the price lower, that is not one of my valid bearish engulfing entry. That was a valid bearish engulfing candle, not an entry according to the rules of my entry. It's still pushed down. That is fine. We were expecting a price to push down. ATR is very low. It looks like a very low volume in the market of natural gas. That is why price is also moving very slow. So as prices broke below the previous low, or I'm expecting some more pullback, possible retest of 20 or 50 EMA followed by bearish engulfer. If we have a push down, no need to get happy that price is going to reverse. I know most of you are the buyers, but once your stop loss is hit, market changes the direction, stay in the direction of the market. Don't go against that, otherwise it will blow up your account. So if you have a pullback and price rejects from 50 EMA followed by bearish engulfing pattern, in that case I'm going to go short again till we are in this minor level of support, which is 1.893 goes to 1.970, from where we're going to look for the possible bounce. Now I also want to give you one heads up here, which we have a head and shoulder pattern, bullish pattern on a daily time frame. On a larger time frame, we have a valid head and shoulder pattern. So if you're looking at the long-term perspective, we are now in the termination zone of the head and shoulder bullish pattern. It is my termination zone. Now in this zone, normally in a high time frame, if we have a price to form a bullish engulfing pattern within this termination zone, that is also a very strong buy signal, but only if we have a bullish engulfing pattern here, the candle that must engulfs the previous candle. If here or if a little bit below, in that case that will be also considered as a valid head and shoulder pattern. If it pushes lower, then of course we are looking at double bottom, and that I'm also looking at 4-hour time frame. So it is something I want to give you heads up on a daily time frame, which I'm looking at on Nemex platform and also here on Ovanda. I'll also be looking at a possible double bottom pattern if the price dramatically push down and then start to push up, but it is a level again from where we can expect some push up if we have a bullish engulfing pattern within this area. Not buying as long as we are trading below 50 and 20 EMA. Just look for the pullback entry bearish, exactly the same, the level below, which is right here 1.958 goes up to 2.055, from where we're going to look for the bearish trades only. Otherwise, if you have a good push up with a bearish engulfer in that case we're going to go short. If there is no condition here, price pushes down. Normally just look for the pullback again, bearish engulfer, and only going to go short till we are in this level to take the next buy trades. For only sell trades at this point here on NEMEX. The zone below, which is right here at the minor level, 1.873 goes to 1.953, a level from where we're going to start to look for the bearish trades. Otherwise just pullback entry, bearish only till we are in this level. So not buying, only looking for sell trades as long as we are below 50 and 20 EMA. Next up we have silver. Silver is nicely pushing up. That was expected, and we were bullish for silver, and that has pushed the price higher. No entry condition, but we were bullish. So what I'm looking at, a break above this little anchor. Once we are broken above this little anchor, close is very important, not a wick. Close is very important. With a pullback, I'm going to look for the pullback entry bullish and keep on taking longs. With the pullback entries, once the price hit the level above, which is 31.27 goes to 31.97, from where we're going to look for the possible bearish engulfer or double top entry confirmation. So only buy trades once we are broken above this high with the pullback followed by bullish engulfing pattern. On gold, pushed up from the anchor level that was mentioned as well. No entry condition, but we have a 382 candle, a bullish pressure, the price is pushing up. Exactly same as silver. Keep the price push up and break above this high. Once we are broken above this high, just a pullback entry, and only going to take long and bullish trades till I see a signals of reversal out of gold. So only buy trade, but my condition will be only pullback entries above this high, or possible double bottom. If the price pull back to this level, forms a bullish engulfer, that will be a valid double bottom minor from the minor level of support. Then we have crude oil, nicely pushed up from the level of support with a valid double bottom. Let me show you what I've said in my last video. So with that, we have the first bottom right here, and we have a pullback. Then we have a second bottom, now in a formation of double bottom. So if this candle turns to be a green candle, that will be aggressive double bottom, not a less aggressive double bottom. So green candle will be a double bottom, and price will likely to push up at least to 50, 20 or 50 EMA on daily time frame. Awesome. So if you remember, I've said that the price will form a double bottom if this candle will close aggressive double bottom, and that nicely pushed up how many dollars? Pushed up more than $2. That is enough to hit your targets, but we can still expect the price to push further up to 50 EMA. Now looking at on 4-hour time frame, which I personally look at, as we have broken above 50 EMA, if the price pulls back up, forms a pullback and bullish engulfer, in that case I'm gonna go long and keep on taking long for crude oil until the price get to this level right up there if we have a pullback entry with bullish engulfing pattern. So only buy trades with a pullback entry bullish only. The major zone is right above, which I'm going to mention in my upcoming videos. So that's it for commodities, guys. Hope you're getting value. If yes, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.